DK Oldies game and console prices are ridiculously high, so let's compare how much they're paying for them and how much they're selling them right now in this video. Starting off on DK Oldies website, if you go to the top right, there is a sell video game section. We're going to start by clicking that and then going down to the Nintendo 64 section and seeing, let's do Mario Party. Here you go, they're showing it is $40 is what they were offering. Let's go ahead and see how much they are actually going to sell the game for. Wow, $80. That's twice the price. Let's see if that changes though. Okay, no, wait, okay, yeah. It would be 50 bucks if it was flawed, but it's 80 bucks if it is in good condition, which really isn't that bad to start off with. It's basically doubling their money. They spend $40, they're going to get back $80, and obviously they got overhead and all that stuff. So that's actually not too bad. So let's go ahead and bump this up and go to, let's do a Super Nintendo game. It's kind of more expensive. Looking at it, ooh, Chrono Trigger. Okay, I think this one might be a little insane. Chrono Trigger, they are offering $120, which isn't that great, but it's not that bad either. But when we look it up, they are offering, $199 is what you see when you click on it, and then going down, it's $299. So they're offering $140, and they're selling it for 300 bucks, which is more than double, which is absolutely insane. But if you do want a cosmetically flawed version, they will sell it to you for $200. But if you look, it used to be $375, which is absolutely insane to me. A game should not be $300 and then used to be $375. And that fake on sale stuff just kind of gets me and I don't like it. But we're going to check out one more game while we're at it. And let's find a good game from the GameCube here. Twilight Princess might be a good one to check out. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess on the GameCube is worth a lot more than it is on the Wii. So let's look up Twilight Princess and see how much they're going to give for it. At least they were giving, what, 80 bucks I said? And they're selling it for much, much more. Looking at this, oh, okay, it had to load. Give me a second. For just the game only, it's looking like $165. So again, double their money there. But if you want it complete, it's $200. It used to be $230, and that's a bit crazy to me. I don't know if I like how expensive this is. But let's go over to the sell video game section where we're going to do the exact same thing with those consoles that we talked about. First off, the Nintendo 64, a console only is $36 and an original controller is $4. So we're saying $40 because that's how you kind of have to have things set up. And if we go to the Nintendo 64 and look up the console itself, let's see what the cheapest one we can find. There's $109, $165. I'm going to do the 165 one only because it did have an original controller, whereas the player pack up here doesn't have the original controller. At the $40 mark, we're trading in a original controller. Here you go. And if you do upgrade, yes, you have to upgrade. It's $195. So 40 bucks is what they're paying, and they're selling this for almost $200. That's absolutely crazy that they would do that. That markup seems incredibly high. Let's go to the Super Nintendo. I'm going to go with the regular one, not the Junior, just because most people have the regular one. So 70 bucks there, and 7 bucks for a controller, so 77 bucks. Seems actually pretty decent. But let's go ahead and flip over to see how much they're actually selling that for. You can buy new SNES systems that aren't SNES systems. I don't know what that's about. But let's see if we can find one. SNES 1-pack acceptable. I'm thinking this is probably the one we want to go with. So if we were to sell it to them, they would pay $77. But if you wanted to buy it from them, again, $190. So There's not as much of a price gap for this one, but it is still more than double, almost 2.5 times what they pay for it, which is pretty crazy considering kind of how their thought process is and how they're helping the community. And one last time, we're going to go to GameCube. We're going to say it's an Indigo console just because that's what's up top. So you've got a 68, and let's see how much they're selling a controller for. I don't actually see it, so let's just say 75 because it doesn't say right off top. That's a little weird. I don't know why they wouldn't do that for GameCube controllers, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and look it up. GameCube controllers, I said the Indigo one. Ooh, that's 200 bucks before you pay the extra 50. Why would you want a Duke controller? I'm assuming that's just a typo. Let's go back to the GameCube section and see if we can find where it doesn't say that. I'll go with this one. It's not the Indigo one. Again, a Duke controller. I'm not sure what's happening, but we're going to go back to the Indigo one and assume it is for a Nintendo 64 or a Nintendo GameCube controller and not the Duke, because obviously that doesn't make sense. Why would you buy that? $215. So $75 for them to make $215 is absolutely crazy, and I don't know why they're doing this. Now, I don't want anyone going to any of their social media and bashing them or hating on them. I just want to kind of bring this to your attention that, yes, this is something that's insane. They're charging a huge markup, but it's probably because they have so much attention and they're online. It seems like they have a huge stock, but I'm not going to trade my stuff in there. I'm not going to sell stuff. I'm not going to buy there. So avoid it if you want to actually be smart and be budget friendly. Don't go to DK Oldies. If you just want to spend your money and you're a casual person, maybe it's a good way to do it because you can get your stuff pretty quickly. But I've seen some horror stories, so I myself am going to stay away from it. So if you've bought from them or traded from them, comment down below and let me know. If you haven't, why haven't you? Comment that as well. I'm going to get out of here, so check that video out, but I'm still shocked that they're able to sell a GameCube controller and the system for $215. That just blows my mind. I'm getting out of here. Check that video out if you haven't already.